Everything you've been told about getting clients is a lie, and it's an expensive lie. Networking, begging for referrals, spamming strangers online, or that value-added garbage you put in your profile. You've been sold activity, and you're starving of results. Meanwhile, there's a small group of advisors that fired all of it. Cold calling, networking, begging, schmoozing, all of that, and replaced it with 5 AI agents who never quit, always show up on time, always follow your script, and work 24/7. I'm going to hand you all 5 in the next 15 minutes. And stick around, because at the end of this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to build your first agent in 10 minutes. Not 10 weeks, not 10 hours, 10 minutes. Let's get straight into it. Let me establish this first, because if you don't buy this premise, nothing else I can say will matter. You are not in the financial advisory business. You are in the appointment business. I don't care if you call yourself a financial advisor, a financial representative, an insurance agent, whatever they let you call yourself now, none of that matters. Only thing that matters is having a qualified, interested person that trusts you sitting in a chair or online in your virtual conference room looking at what you have to offer them. Peter Drucker said that the only purpose of business is to create and keep a client. If you have no appointments, you have no clients. So guess what? You're in the appointment business. I've been collecting data from financial advisors since 2018. And over the years, I've collected over 25 individual surveys, surveying advisors what their number one problem is, what they want to do, and what is in the way. And they have accurately self-identified as leads being the number one problem that they live with. So when I ask advisors why they don't have enough appointments, they say, I can't find people. There have never been a greater opportunity to meet people than now. There are millions and millions of people out there that need your products, that want your products, that want to talk to somebody. These people are not going to give their life savings to a stranger. These people have told us what their number one issue is. Your client has an issue too. The issue isn't that your products aren't priced well or they don't like you. They don't trust you because you all look the same. And here's the thing, and this is a good thing. Trust is not timing. Trust is something that you can deliberately manufacture and leverage for the rest of your career. So if trust and appointments are the 2 biggest issues for you to bring a client into your practice, then you need a trusted advisor client machine. This is a system that manufactures trust and converts that trust into an appointment on autopilot. For the first time in history, you can staff that whole project with 5 AI agents. So here they are. You can have an agent trained to research your target markets for big events, for ideal customers that had life-altering events happen to them. It can always be compiling data 24/7 about your market, about your ideal client, and about your customers so that you're informed and you're up to date with the market. I have an advisor, client, and a friend, and he's doing deep research. He is in the federal employee world. So he has to find out what these people fear, what they want, what they're saying online, and what they're buying and what they're not buying. But the biggest issue they need is, as they're transitioning out of the federal government, is why are they worried? What are they afraid of? We thought it was things like making enough money or adjusting to retirement life. What it ended up being is that these people are simply afraid of making a mistake that they can't reverse. That data and that language goes into your program, goes into your offer, and comes out of your mouth every single time you call them. It's literally like having the answers to the test ahead of time. That single insight becomes the centerpiece of his entire offer that we put into what's called a 1-page promise. 1 pain, 1 promise, 3 pillars, 1 unique mechanism to solve the problem, making sure they do not make that mistake. Getting on to the next agent, number 2, the prospecting agent. This is an agent that is trained to prospect for business. Okay, it's going to be prospecting online. It's going to be trained on what to look for, who to look for, where to find them, how to find them, get the information ready so that we can launch them into a world where you're growing your prospects, which means you're going to be growing your appointment list. So this might get a little science fiction, but think about a world where on the very same day, you got someone retiring, you got someone changing jobs and leaving a 401k, you have someone buying a business, you have someone having a baby. You can have an agent prospecting these publicly available data sets to collect the information for the purpose of engaging them in your offer. So this is something that can happen 24 hours a day, and it could be as valuable as maybe having 5 or 10 people out there working for you and looking for you day and night. Think about that. So what this agent replaces, all the misery we have in our life, phone calls, cold calls, begging for referrals out of necessity, right? Not strategically. A lot of advisors hammer referrals because they don't have any other way to meet people. 51% surveyed in my 7-year study said they have referrals as their primary source of meeting a new customer. So if you're interested in talking with us about this system and about building these agents, there's a link in the description called the one-to-many method. Click the link to find out more how we could literally build this entire system, build you a team of AI employees, build you an offer, build you an appointment machine, build you a system where you're being trusted and getting people on your calendar like clockwork. Go ahead and click that link. And now let's get on to the next agent. So number 3 is the appointment agent. This is where we take information and we turn it into money in the form of an appointment. And this agent is a shapeshifter. It can follow up on leads that have been researched and collected by text, by email, and now by AI phone agent. An AI-powered being that can communicate, that is trained in your offer, trained in your brand, trained in your program. These can all be working for you 24/7 so that no lead gets behind and every single person is asked to enter into a relationship with you by booking an appointment. Now here's the thing. We have historically prospected during business hours. You will find out that people do not book appointments during business hours. We have people booking appointments at 3 o'clock in the morning for some reason. I don't know why they're up, but the agent is always talking, always engaging. And when they do, they ask them to come onto the calendar and you wake up to a calendar full of appointments. But here's the fork in the road that most agents don't get. You can use your agents to follow up one-to-one for an individual appointment, or you can use that agent to invite a client or a prospect into an event like a webinar or even in a seminar. So think about having that marketing engine. Once you train them on what the offer is, who they're going to be offering, and what that transformation is and all the details, the agent can go ahead and start engaging people for your one-on-one appointments and for your webinars or seminars or client event. This is how we can build you a trusted advisor appointment machine based upon deep research, based upon information, based upon a lot of experience. This is a system that will fill up your calendar on demand. So agent number 3 replaces a lot of things. First of all, it replaces whoever happens to be setting appointments for you this week, right? And how good or bad they are, whether or not they show up, that goes away. And then the back and forth with clients, seeing when they're available, where they're available, getting things like that. All that is done with the agent. So you are waking up to an appointment with all the information you need in one spot so you can be super effective. That brings us to agent number 4, which is the follow-up agent. And let me tell you, the fortune is in the follow-up, because the first sale you get is usually not the best sale. The best sale that you could get is sitting in that database, and a lot of times it just dies there because most advisors, let's face it, aren't especially good at following up, and neither is their teams. So no lead gets left behind with the follow-up agent. This agent is engaging various buckets of follow-up. And let me tell you about buckets. For example, I have an event. So some people registered for the event but didn't show up. Some people showed up but didn't book an appointment or buy any product. Some people bought product, but there's more product to be bought. They are in different follow-up systems. I could literally, in the old world, train 3 people to do this. Now I can train my agents to say, for those that didn't attend but registered, send them in this sequence. For those that attended and watched the show but didn't buy, send them another sequence, text, email, and voice. And then for those that bought, invite them into more. So that's the power of having a strategic follow-up agent, because the follow-up agent's job description is simple: no lead left behind. So what this agent replaces, honestly, is nothing. You and I both know that you weren't doing it, or at least doing it as good as it could be done. So this is all upside, and that's why it's one of my most favorite agents. Now we're on to agent 5, the client service agent. And I'm not talking about building a bot that talks to your client. I'm talking about a strategic, high-end, highly intelligent, highly informed AI agent that knows your client deeply and personally because it read all of the notes in the file. It might have read all the transcripts from all your videos. So you can engage with that person to create massive value, to create awesome brand recognition, and to open the door for that client to rave about how well you follow up with them. And why does this make the machine worth $1 million? So it's two words, right? Referrals and retention. It's a being that is highly trained. It's a being that has 165 IQ, and you can instruct it to carry out exactly what you want to do. And this is to blow your client away. Good, happy clients that are served and paid attention to refer people. And this agent never sleeps. It always accomplishes its mission. And it's sitting there working for you day and night so that you can give world-class, positively outrageous service, which is so rare now. So what does this replace? Well, it replaces your ineffective client service manager. It replaces all the things that you get notified to every morning that you put on snooze and ultimately never does. But it replaces the high likelihood, if you give bad service, that you're going to get a transfer request and not even see it coming. If it saved one of those a year, you make all your money back. So let's step back and look at what we just built. A research agent that knows you, your market, and your prospects better than anyone. A prospecting agent that finds opportunity in real time. An appointment agent filling your calendar by email, text, and voice. One-to-one or one-to-many. A follow-up agent that never lets a lead die. And a client service engine that turns your clients into raving fans. Every one of these agents does something that either you used to do yourself, you used to pay someone to do, or nobody did. That last one is the most expensive one. It's the follow-up lead you never called that you skipped. And then finally, the client that you lose because you didn't give them the attention they needed. You can see that AI agents don't just make you money, they also recover future lost revenue. And this is what it really buys you, because you're gonna get your evenings back, you're gonna get your freedom back, you're gonna have predictability, which means you're gonna have more sanity and more success. You're leaving behind uncertainty. The uncertainty of never knowing where your next customer is coming from. The uncertainty of whether or not your team and your staff is trained and effective. This covers all of that. You're probably thinking, Terrance, this is going to either take me a year or I'm going to have to get a technology degree to do that. And let me tell you this is one thing I've learned over the years. The Romans used to say, in etiam, demedium, facti. What it says is the first step is half the journey. So get started and do that by clicking the link and build your first agent. You will start to connect dots when you see what it can do. And this is a step-by-step guide. It's super simple. Build your first agent in Claude or ChatGPT so you can start to see what it can do, and then your brain will run to where you want to go. This is super exciting. And for those of you that are unlikely to go ahead and build your own agent, but you want agents, there's a link in the chat about the one-to-many method, where we have a done-for-you system that gets you guaranteed appointments like clockwork. We build out the agents, we build out the offer, we build everything out. I have recruited and trained over 1,000 advisors in my career, and in the last 10 years, I've helped over 500 advisors build location-independent businesses that get appointments like clockwork, and now with AI, even more. It's faster, it's better, it's easier, it's actually cheaper. 2027 is coming either way. The only question is, how are you going to show up? Are you going to use the old systems and have the same old problem that our survey is telling us you have? You don't know where your next appointment's coming from. You need more leads. If nothing changes, nothing changes. So click the link and take the action, at least follow and subscribe, because we are doing these videos every single week to teach you how to become an AI-powered, work from anywhere, trusted advisor using the latest techniques and teaching. So I'm trying to keep you up to date, and that's what the one-to-many system's all about. So if you're interested, click the link to find out more.